And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is charitable giving. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's M-U-R-D-Y creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us, keep up to date with our daily photos, and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our new product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving, personalization options, and exclusive colors on the website, or you can link one on Amazon Prime. Also, please text Murdy, M-U-R-D-Y, to 77222. That's Murdy to 77222. That's M-U-R-D-Y to 77222 to be part of our text message club. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about a program that we've been trying to kind of pilot in the last couple of weeks, and it's something I'm very interested in. I'm curious to see how it kind of plays out for us as a company in the future. And I want to talk a little bit more about what I mean by charitable giving, and obviously the kind of the impetus behind some of that. And so I think first and foremost, one of the things that has become very apparent to anybody who is paying attention in the modern world is that millennials particularly, but the generation that's following us and the generation before us to some extent, have been increasingly putting emphasis on companies that are sustainable, that are charitable, that are socially minded and socially conscious. All of those things are factors that in the old days were, encouraged, but not as valuable, not truly monetarily as valuable as they are today. And part of the reason I think because of that shift is that the internet has provided us not only with very, with very acute awareness of problems in the world because of the ease and access of information, but it's also provided us with the options that we previously didn't have before. So now, millennials and others are able to search on the web for a variety of, they can say, okay, I want this thing. Now I'm going to go five different companies that make this thing, and I'm going to go figure out which one is the one that I think is best minded when it comes to being socially conscious and doing that. And they're willing to pay extra for it even to some extent. Like that's not as much of an issue. So, it was something I was thinking about. I've always wanted to be socially have a social mission for our company. And it's been something that's been on my mind since the beginning of the company. My first company, Murdy Global, which is the parent company, theoretically, of the Murdy Creative Company, was actually started as a buy one, give one away model for flashlights in the developing world, because the use of kerosene for lighting is one of the major causes of pulmonary embolism, ischemic heart attack, childhood asthma, and a variety of other things, which the World Health Organization did a study on this in 2012. The combined deaths from those particular causes outnumber AIDS, HIV, and malaria combined every year. So that was my first mission, and that was something that eventually we'll get back to. But it's going to require a little bit of retooling of the idea, I think. But this concept of charitable giving, social mindedness, and all these things has been on my mind since the beginning, and I've wanted to figure out the best way to do it. Now, for us, we've been working on our sustainability initiative. For those of you who read that blog post a very long time ago, the sustainability initiative was all about, focusing on how can we, over the course of the next 2 to 3 years, move all of our packaging, all of our materials, and all of our supplies to sources that can be sustainably chosen. And one of the things with our workshop that I am hoping to do when we build our workshop is I do want to incorporate solar technology as a core part of that. The other thing that we've been working on is we've been figuring out the best use of, what the best method is to scrub all of our carbon footprint out of the engravers. We've got a very, very advanced filtration system now that's pulling it out of the air. Those filtration systems, though, do require us to have filters. So I'm working on figuring out if there's a way to come up with reusable filters and things like that. So we're pushing that sustainability initiative pretty hard, and including in that sustainability initiative when we build the new workshop, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to be planting trees on the land specifically to offset any remaining carbon footprint that is there. So we're going to go to carbon neutral and carbon zero. And that's a great thing, right? That's something that I think as a small business we can do and we should do. And, it's, some people would say, well, is it going to cost a lot of extra money? For us, not really, right? For us, the move is not that massive. And, I think if we start from a perspective of saying we're gonna do this while we're small, then it's not nearly as much of a challenge when we're big, because it's just a continuation of what we've already been doing. So that was the first step of our kind of how do we align our values and develop our values to best suit, what we believe in, but then also to appeal and to be in line with those that are our customers, right? So that was the first step, was looking at that sustainability initiative. But now I'm pushing more into the charitable giving, and how can the Murdy Creative Company give back to the community and give back to causes that we think are worthy. And, one of the things that we've started doing, we piloted a program with the Concordia High School down in Texas, in Round Rock, Texas. They're working on building a new building. And it's personal for me. I happen to know the principal, and my brother goes to the school. And so there's definitely a personal connection. But when you pilot something, you always want to pilot it in such a way that you can actually, kind of work on both sides of the table a little bit so you can see how it goes. So it's something that we're continuing to push for. And it's been an interesting evolution. Now, the way our charitable giving program, pilot program, is working, and what I think will be something going into the future, is this. Any 501c3 nonprofit organization can reach out to us and apply. We do have some guidelines and some things that are just part of our charitable giving program that are going to be, hoops that you have to jump through to apply. And a lot of them are just going to be pretty generic, and some of them are going to be things like, do your missions and your values and your, what you're doing, does that align with what we are doing, and things like that. So there will be some level of it's not going to be arbitrary, but there will be some arbitrariness to it. And that's just because it's a small business, it's a privately owned business, and I'm not going to donate to a cause that I think is contra to my personal beliefs. I think that's just wrong. So there will be some elements to it that'll be decided, but for the most part, the idea would be that if you apply and you can be part of one of two programs. Actually, you can technically be part of both, but you kind of can choose which of these you'd like to do. Option A would be, we're going to issue a discount code, a 5% discount code for your people. And your people will use this specific code at checkout. They will get 5% off, and 10% of their purchase will be donated to your organization as well. Now, when we do issue those codes, we as a company are not going to do any marketing whatsoever for those. And part of the reason why is because we spend 15 to 20% on marketing of our products in general. And the reason why we can give the 5% discount and the 10% donation is because we don't have to spend that money on marketing, right? That's the kind of the way you look at the numbers and say, how does this make sense from a business perspective? So that's where we're not going to be doing any marketing, but we can issue those codes to you guys. As long as the codes themselves don't become, it's okay if they could become widely public, but we don't want them to be the kind of thing where someone who's going to buy from us and has no concept and no understanding of what your mission is, if they are able to use the code, that gets away from the core purpose, which is for you to activate your following and your supporters. The other option, and this is something we've also been developing as well, is the ability to create branded products around your brand. So they're still going to have the Murdy Creative Co brand where the Murdy Creative Co always is. However, we'll create a little subsection store. So it'll be murdycreative.co/something, right? And that'll have, we'll try to put your branding colors on there. We'll include some images and some, some logos, and make the kind of that sub-site pretty for your specific people. And then the product themselves will have your branding engraved on them. So the price will be a little bit higher because it's got that additional engraving. However, that you as an organization will be able to have a little bit more of the percentage to profits off those, because the branding that you're getting engraved on there is generating a higher value proposition, and it's because of your branding. So for those particular products, we're not really going to make any money off the engravings. Most of that's going to basically go to the organization, but we'll be able to create products that'll either have their logo on the front or in the bottom right corner. It'll have it on the back on the left, kind of the opposite ours. There's a couple of varieties of how we would do those kind of customized products, but those special edition versions of the product will have your logo on them. There'll be a very nice custom piece that you could give to donors, or you could have the donors, different people who want to support buy. And so we'll have those kind of two options. And the hope is that, obviously as the program develops, we'll be able to have more and more organizations who are, every month or regularly that we're donating to. And then as we are able to build up the charitable giving program, I definitely want to push and publish those numbers on our website that we've, been able to give this much back to charity, because I do think that, it's something where you want to be able to showcase that not only are we doing something good to help, but that there is ways for you as a charitable program to become a partner with us, right? We want to advertise that we do this so that people who maybe are looking for creative ways to fundraise can use us as that venue and that tool. And so I think it'd be an awesome opportunity for us and awesome opportunity for the charities that we are going to work on supporting. So we're still working on the pilot program, though. It's still kind of taking off. If you are interested, obviously, in participating and you think that it might be something that's a good fit, shoot us an email, sales@murdycreative.co. You can also contact us on our website, and I'd love to talk with you about the details and getting that sorted out for you and your people. So it's something that we're trying to do. And I think for all of those small business owners, for all of you out there who are developing team programs, for those of you who are trying to figure out how do you appeal, think through if there are ways that you can give back to your community in some way. Even if it's something as small as saying, for everyone we're going to give away, we're going to donate 10 cents, right? At some level, anything is better than nothing, and that's something. So I think it's going to work out well for us. I hope it works out well for us. I always love starting new programs. I always love to see how they develop, and I love talking about them and writing about them in my journal because it's something that 6 months from now, who knows what this will become, and it's fun to look back and say, wow, 6 months ago I started this thing and look what it's become. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how it evolves. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in tomorrow for our next topic. Don't forget to check that subscribe button below to be sure to get the latest podcast right away. Oh, side note, for those of you who were looking to purchase something as part of our big summer or spring cleaning sale, it's going to be ending tomorrow, Friday. So be sure to get your order placed now, today, or tomorrow. It's going to be ending tomorrow. I don't exactly know when, probably maybe late afternoon, evening. We'll see how it goes. So definitely go make that purchase right away because I don't want you guys to miss out if you wanted to. So if you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, or folio, I should say, please feel free to contact us on the main page of our website at murdycreative.co, or you can contact us via Instagram and Facebook. You can text, email, call, direct message, all the usuals. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible, but I do appreciate your patience. Email is by far the fastest way to get a hold of us. I am doing my best with Instagram and Facebook, but it is a slow thing. Actually, to be honest, Snapchat is probably the fastest way to get a hold of us. Ironically, mostly just because we don't get that many messages on Snapchat, so it's very, very obvious when we do. If it's something that's really time sensitive, don't send us multiple emails. Here's why I say that. Because when we're working through our email list, we normally work from top to bottom, so oldest to newest. And if you send multiple emails, what it does is it moves that email back to the top of the queue because there's a more recent email in the chain. So if you've got something that's time sensitive, please feel free to just send us an email. And then if it's really concerning, you can obviously call us on our line, 414-434-9001. You can text us at that same number. That always helps. So there's a couple of variations, but don't send us repeated emails because it just makes the email go back to the top and kind of puts you at the back of the line for whatever reason. So definitely check that out. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. It really does help. It really means the world to us. In the new workshop that we are hoping to build, we're going to have a whole wall where it's just going to be all of the good reviews that we've got. We're just going to print them out and keep them on the wall to just motivate our people and to share that with the community that comes in. So if you want to leave us a review, go to facebook.com, go to /murdycreative.co. You can also search murdycreative.co in the search bar. There is on the left-hand side of our profile page, there's a reviews button. Click on reviews. You can go read all of our amazing 5-star reviews. But then if you want to leave one, there's a question. Do you recommend the Murdy Creative Company? Click yes, and then you can write your review. So that's how you can go read and write our reviews. Also, word of mouth is the best form of advertising. So please tell your friends about the company. Tell your friends about the podcast. If you want to make a little bit of money selling our products to other people, join our brand ambassador program. It's murdycreative.co/ambassador. murdycreative.co/ambassador, singular. You can also find, if you go on our website and you click in the socials tab or in the help tab, or about tab, there's a link to the ambassador page. If you apply and you get approved, you can be part of our amazing ambassador team where people can make 5% commission on sales that are made through their link. They can also build their team and make commission off the sales of their team. There's a whole opportunity. This is a really brand new program. It's not even really a month old, and it's like actually working program. We started a couple months back, but it wasn't quite working. Now it's fully working, and we're really pushing on it. So definitely go apply, and those ambassadors can really get some awesome perks and benefits as well that are a little more secretive. So go join that program, murdycreative.co/ambassadors, and make a little money selling a great product. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always happy to engage with our growing community, and I want to give you guys what you want. I did go live on our Instagram on Tuesday. Tuesday night, which was the 2-year anniversary of the first official sale of the Murdy Creative Company. It was on Amazon, and it was before we even had really a website for the company. We'd made a couple of sales of the binders before that, but it was on our Etsy page, and it wasn't MurdyCreative.co. So Murdy Creative Co. as an official brand got started in February of 2018, and the first sale was on the 18th. So we had our 2-year anniversary, and it's really exciting. If you're looking for multiple binders for gifts, giveaways, menus, really any reason, ask about our bulk discounts available. The bulk discounts apply to our entire line, so it doesn't have to be binders. It could be any of our products. If you're looking to get 5 or more, that's when the bulk discounts apply. So check that out if you're looking to get great presents for your team, if you're looking to get great presents for your clients, if you're just looking to have a lot of binders. Check that out. Ask us about that. You can send us an email. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.